Hello beautiful people. I'm filming this video at 3 a.m. It is very spontaneous, but I just really want to talk about this topic because such topics come to my mind in the nighttime, and I'm sure I'm not the only one like that. But I want to discuss a topic that's been on my mind since I was a teenager, and it was something usual for me. I didn't ask myself why I was feeling like that. It was just a normal thing for me, and I didn't know that anything could be different. Lately I was rewatching the Euphoria show, and I started watching the second season. And there was a dialogue between Lexi and Fesco when they just met, and Fesco told Lexi that she's very interesting and he likes talking to her, and she was surprised about that. She didn't understand why he was interested in her. And I was watching this scene and I told myself, oh my god, this is so me. Oh my god, I used to feel the same way. Lexi is a shy girl. Lexi is someone who does not have a lot of friends. She's introverted, but she's actually an interesting person. She knows many facts, she's smart, and she can be a nice companion. But still, there was something like an imposter syndrome, I guess. Maybe we can tell that. I feel like from the side of the other people, it may be so funny because not everyone can understand that. And I wish everyone didn't understand that. So I think if you clicked on this video, maybe you are a shy person. Maybe you don't talk about yourself too much. Maybe you didn't have a lot of relationships in your life, you don't have a lot of friends. Maybe that's all not about you, but this is how I see people who could be interested in this topic. Maybe for some people it is a surprise that there is such a question. How can people find me interesting? Or how can people love me at all? And this question comes not from your hate for yourself, not because you don't think you deserve such things. You just feel like there should be something logical about that. There should be something objective, and get the answers. For example, people love me because I am funny, I am honest, I love horror movies or something else. And I was also like that. And then when I found a person who I turned out to be interesting for, I didn't understand what was so interesting about me, what was so special about me, because I don't have a lot of friends. I don't get into friendships that easily, and it is hard for me to talk to people. And maybe this is the reason why I thought I could not be interesting for someone, because I am this closed and I am this shy. So I thought that maybe I'm just not for people, I'm just for myself here. And then I found this person and I asked him this question, like, why do you want to talk to me? And that was also a special thing because that was the person I would not ever think we would get to talk to each other. But I asked this question, like, why do you want to talk to me? Why do you find me interesting? And his answer was simple: because you are like that, nothing else. And he was surprised that I had this question in my mind, and he asked me, why would you not be interesting to someone? And in my mind, in my head, I understand that I can be interesting because I am interesting for myself. I think I am an interesting person for myself. But when I was thinking about other people, it felt like I couldn't give them something special. I thought I was just, I don't know, just another person in their lives. My whole life I loved myself. I didn't see any problems with myself. I love my body, my mind and everything. But I didn't understand that there could be something special. But I have to tell you another thing. My whole life I was trying to hide some of my qualities, some of my features. I don't know why. My childhood was amazing. I don't have any issues, but I didn't know why I had this question, and after that, like, I realized that it is weird having this question. So what is so bad about I'm a good person, I can talk to people, I have many different interests, so why am I thinking that I am not worthy of people's attention? Maybe some would call it an imposter syndrome, but I think these are still different things, because imposter syndrome is more about your self-esteem, and here I don't even know what is that. Is it a self-esteem? Maybe yes, maybe no. But if I told you I've always loved myself and everything, but I want to say, the more I aged, the more confident I was getting. And this is what I love about my age right now. I don't want to get back to my teen ages, because I feel confident and I have less insecurities, and this is what I enjoy in my life. So we can say that it may be a self-esteem, but the other thing is being yourself. I know how this phrase can piss someone off. I know you have heard it many times in your life. Just be yourself, be who you are, and then everything will go fine. And I heard this phrase too, and I've always thought that this is a nice thing to tell to people, because this is actually how it should be. But just lately I realized what that actually means. I can try to tell that to you. I realized that being yourself is being able to show your weaknesses, being able to show even the littlest details about yourself, and not trying to fit the standards of a society. And I know you may tell me, we know that this is what this phrase is about, but I want to explain it a little bit deeply, because there is something that I realized this phrase is telling people, but I didn't feel it, so to say. In my teens, I realized what is showing myself. When my university times have started, I started thinking about accepting myself more, not worrying about people more. This is where I started figuring out my actual insecurities and the things that I was afraid to show people. So, for example, you have your celebrities that you like, and you think, I would not talk to some strangers about my favorite celebrities. I would not like some random people to know that about me, because this is something they probably don't need. This is probably something they're not interested in, and why would they even like to know that about me? I am no one for them. I am just myself. Why would I like to talk about such, so to say, not important things at all? We can take not celebrities, but like, for example, I don't know, your favorite food, something that makes you you. And you don't talk about that because you feel like this is something that is not important, but it is what makes you you. It is something that makes you special and unique, and you want to hide that. You want to hide that because you want to become a better version of yourself, if you know what I'm talking about. But you will never ever reach your perfect self. But for other people, probably you will be just a person who hides the most interesting things about them, and probably you will be just another person in their lives because you are hiding all of these details, you know, devil's in the details. This is the phrase that is also important for a saying, be yourself. Just think about it. Yourself, the food you love, people you love, something that makes you inspired. And some people hide that because they don't want to become vulnerable. People are afraid to be vulnerable, to be open, to show their emotions. And when you let yourself do all of that, when you don't want to hide that anymore, you feel such an ease, and you feel like you're showing the full edition of yourself. Of course, you can hide some facts for yourself. You shouldn't tell all your secrets to people. But I mean, this is what made me feel confident and what made me stop asking myself this question, how can people find me interesting? Because I started showing people everything interesting about me. I realized that I was hiding, for some reason, I was hiding all of the interesting facts about myself. Just remember some bloggers or, people from the internet who are talking about themselves, and sometimes you just love looking at a person. And most of the times you love looking at people who show their confidence, who are not afraid to show their emotions, who talk the way they want to talk, who say the words they want to say. And this is why we stay around these people, because they are so natural. Be natural. You can change the phrase be yourself to be natural. And why am I talking about all of that? Because these things are connected. Seeing yourself as a person who other people can find interesting is closely connected to the fact how you show yourself to these people. And if you feel like something is like squeezing you and you're afraid to show your true self, then this is what gives you that pressure that you don't even notice. Maybe you would like to have someone who could tell you such things, because when I needed that, it was hard to talk to someone because, again, I was hiding a lot of things about myself. I was hiding my feelings. I still don't like sharing my feelings a lot, but it's easier for me to tell someone how I feel because I'm not afraid of people's judgment, for example. I just don't care about that. So believe me, you are unique. You just have to find these features that make you unique. You should pay attention to the details and embrace it all. You are beautiful. You are who you are. It is so interesting seeing how different people can be, how different people's opinions can be. I don't want to see the same people around me. I don't want our society to be filled with perfect people. I don't want to see all of these people around me because it would be so boring. And whenever I see open people who are not afraid to talk about themselves, it makes me want to be around these people, and because I feel so comfortable because they are natural. Thank you so much for listening to me here. If I could help someone during my day, then I feel like this day was successful. I don't really know what to say. If you want to follow me on my social medias, you can find me here and here. And I'm wishing you a nice morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.